offensively, which will be key for them to win.
And for the Knights, Terrence Brown, the sophomore, leading FDU in scoring. He could put them up, and he's made a huge jump from his freshman year to his sophomore year.
He had 10 points a game as a freshman, made the all-rookie team. But talking to Coach, that first to second year, there's so much growth. There's film, there's the speed of the game, there's different some of the pace that you play with. So I think he's really grown as a student-athlete basketball game, and I think they've found different spots to make him more successful. But averaging 20 a game at 19 at crazy to the rest, he's going to have to do a good job to keep him in front. And
Get turned down a bunch. There you go.
Pre-game festivities underway here inside TVA. Starters with FDU Knights have been announced. Joining Brown in the starting lineup, the junior forward 6'6" Joel Emmanuel and the sharpshooter Dylan Jones, a 6'5" junior transfer from Snow College. He's shooting over 46% from three, averaging over 13 points per game. And a couple of transfers from Jefferson played together last season. Bismarck Nzaya, the 6'8" forward, and Tyree Barbabe, the 6'3" graduate guard. Starters for Nebraska being announced currently joining Williams in the starting lineup. Juwan Gary, who led the Huskers in scoring in their win over Bethune-Cookman. Connor Seachin joins the starting lineup tonight because Braxton Nia is out and will not be available for the Huskers. So Connor Seachin will be in the starting lineup. Point guard Raleigh Wooster, and rounding things out, Berke Buyutin-Jones. So no Braxton Nia, Connor Seachin in the starting lineup. How does that change the look of things out of the gate for Nebraska?
well, it speaks to the versatility that Coach Herberger has in this roster. Gary slides to the 4, Berke slides to the 5. Season, which is averaging 10.5 points a game, is now in that starting lineup. Bench production has been good for Coach Herberger. Last year they averaged 22 points off the bench. This year 24.5. So a season coming into the lineup might affect that bench production, but certainly a very capable offensive lineup to start the game.
FDU has had the same starters for all 3 games of the season, and Nebraska has had to switch it up a little bit just with some injuries. But official score tonight's game: Oral Watson, Michael Irving, and Rob Knudman. Just about set to tip this off tonight on this Wednesday evening. Connor Seachin had 8 points in the win over Bethune-Cookman, but no threes. He did a lot of his damage from the free throw line. He was brought in to help ice that game late on Monday night.
Yeah, then the UT Rio Grande had 3 big threes in the second half, so certainly showed some versatility, able to score it at a high level with his Big Ten experience. So moving him in the lineup hopefully gets this offense in a little bit better rhythm than what they've been able to get so far this season.
Nebraska had 18 turnovers in the win. So, and a lot of that was early in the first half. So certainly Coach Hoiberg would like to see this team take better care of the basketball to start this one here tonight. Things are underway. Nebraska controls the tip. They'll get the first look at it.
Here.
FDU's starting in man-to-man.
Jill out to Gary. Corner 3. Off the mark.
Good possession for Nebraska there. Lots of ball movement. Gary finds himself open in the corner. He's not able to knock that first 3 down.
Brown throws it away. So early. Quick turnover for FDU, and that is not what Castleberry wants. That was one of his big keys, is to not get sped up and turn the ball over.
And FDU put a really good offensive consistency, averaging 85 points through the early part of this season. Last year led the league, the NEC in scoring at 76 points per game, so very efficient offensive team.
Booster kick out to Buyutin-Jones.
Nope.
Too strong on that one. Williams pulls down the offensive rebound. Huskers get another look at it here. Season, jumper.
Nebraska's in their man-to-man. You'll see really do a good job of taking middle penetration away, forcing teams to attack baseline. You'll see FDU throw a lot of skip passes. sides to protect the rim. That block shot gets Nebraska out of conversion, gets Gary back to the free throw line.
Juwan Gary led the Huskers in scoring in the win over Bethune-Cookman. Coach Hoiberg called him the player of the game. He led in scoring, but he was doing a little bit of everything. He got offensive rebounds, he had 5 steals, defensive stops. He was a big key for the Huskers closing that one out.
Yeah, he's a stat sheet filler, averaging 3 steals, 6 rebounds, averaging double figures at 10 a game. Does so many things to help the Nebraska team.
Backdoor cut, Brown to the rim. Rims out. Wooster with the rebound.
He wasn't
Goes
there.
away, back the other way. Goes FDU. Taken away by Gary. Gary to the rim. Draws another foul. So again, you're seeing Nebraska very active on the defensive end.
And so far, early in this season, Nebraska's defense has kind of carried their offense, just half-court efficiency. See if she can, turn the miscommunication. Berkay popped instead of roll. But their transition defense into offense has been a bright spot so far in 3 games into the season.
Gary goes back to the free throw line. That one rolls in. He's got the first 3 points for the Huskers. And this is an area of his game that's really improved as well, as being more efficient on the free throw line.
Just repetition, confidence. Certainly, of the last 2 seasons, have found himself at the free throw line a lot, which is great for this Nebraska offense, as he's been shooting in the high 70s for the free throw line, which is always a goal. Nebraska, one of the top free throw shooting teams in the country a year ago, just under 80%.
And Manuel left all alone inside, finishes with the dunk for the first bucket for FDU. Williams back the other way. Another foul drawn. Williams goes to the There's another look at that. So he'll head to the line. So 4 points for Nebraska, all from the free throw line. Williams will look to add to it here. And if you're a regular watcher of Nebraska basketball, you see that Bryce Williams has shaved his beard. Looks a little bit different tonight.
To the point where we were questioning if they had a new player in the warm-up line, which looks good. Certainly, Knox first free throw in.
And Williams is a guy for Nebraska that needs to score if they want to have success. So 6 straight free throws for the Huskers to start this one.
Yeah, Bryce is an established scorer, currently top 10 in the league. He's had double-figure games, over 25 points in his career.
Manuel on the take, kick out to Jones for 3. That's what he does. Very, very elite 3-point shooter. Shooting over 46% from 3, and he was one of those players that Coach Hoiberg was quick to point out they got to find from the 3-point line.
A little pause in the game. Gary stepped on a foot, rolled an ankle. He's trying to, might have been a bump to the knee here.
Walking it off there in the corner. Looks to be all right. Taken away by Brown. Back the other way. Strong finish back on the other end. FDU takes the lead. 76 here early in the first half.
Yeah, Brown just read that action.
Lazy pass.
No.
Down screen. Gets the steal on the dunk.
He's explosive. Gary for 3.
Looks short. Looks off.
No.
Oh, we got a rebound. Go
There
up.
with a rebound. Back up and in.
Nebraska's doing a good job on the offensive backboard. That's now 3 offensive rebounds.
Manuel back to Brown.
Ow! No.
3 from the corner.
No fighting.
Jones rebound.
Mentioned in the opener, FDU's been in Nebraska for a few days, played Creighton, and it was a really competitive game, 26-24 with about 6 minutes to go in the first half before Creighton kind of went on a run to open that game up.
Size advantage inside, and Gary back to the free throw line. Spent a lot of time there so far to start this one.
shoots three, and conversion, you see him get to the free throw line there and post. And, you know, the other part of that is Buchinjok can step away, be a good passer and a shooter as well. So it's not only Gary posting, it's the ability for your fives to play out on the floor, spread the defense, and be able to have the skill to not only shoot that shot, but then
I'll
pass
keep
it.
it there. Thank you.
If you use your offensive post play over.
First miss from the free throw line for Nebraska. Gavin Griffiths checks in for the Huskers. Connor Seaton will head to the bench. Second one is good. That ties it up at 8. Braden Reynolds into the game for FDU. There's a 3 for Emmanuel. No good. Gary with another rebound. Williams on the drive. Nice take and finish.
That was good.
Bryce Williams. Knocked out of bounds. And it will stay down on this end. That will take us to a media timeout. 15:27 in the first. Nebraska up 11-7 as we take another look at that strong finish by Bryce Williams. You're watching Big Ten Plus.
How's Wyoming doing?
I'll have a look.
Oh, I thought you were probably watching.
Nine to 10, Dalton.
Yeah.
Did it go now or what?
Welcome back inside Pinnacle Bank Arena alongside Andy Markowski. I'm Jessica Music. Take a look at the FDU huddle. The Knights are led by Jack Castleberry in his second season with FDU as the head coach. He's named the head coach after serving as an assistant for the team that actually knocked off #1 Purdue at the 2023 NCAA tournament, but said feels completely different, just a lot more comfortable in what he's doing as a head coach. Just getting a lot of comfort level, just figuring out who he is as a head coach in season #2. Is there a lot of learning curve in year #1 as a head coach? And for the Huskers in his 6th season is Fred Hoiberg. And taking the Huskers back to the NCAA tournament last season for the first time since 2014. So the FDU's ball out of bounds. 15:27 in the first. Nebraska up 11-7.
A lot of up and back in that first 4-minute media timeout. Both teams kind of using their defense, a couple steals led out to some conversion baskets.
10 on the shot clock. Reynolds, deep 3 at the buzzer. Griffiths with the rebound.
Good half-court defensive possession for Nebraska at the timeout. Finished that with a good defensive rebound.
Williams over to Wooster. Wooster back to Williams. 3 on the way.
Whoa.
This is everything. Buchinjok chases it down, but back to FDU. Brown kick out to Jones.
Nebraska's defense, you see this little quick with the pivot foot.